Yeah, okay, that looks like it's a little better. Okay. Um, so this is getting back into the swing of doing my regular Apache Spark Code review. I'm on the road today. I'm in Portland for OzCon. Unfortunately, it seems like they've decided that now is a great time to vacuum the hallway. So hopefully that doesn't show up too much. If it does, I'm sorry. And I'm doing this from a different computer than I normally do it from, just because I forgot the charger for the other one back at home. So it might not be quite as smooth as normal. Not that it's ever particularly smooth. Okay, it looks like we are live on Twitch. That's great. So I'm just going to go ahead and just before we get started, just tweet, well, before we get too far into it, just tweet that we're live. Oh, lovely. It looks like maybe they stopped for a little bit. Cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Apache Spark code reviews. So I'll just occasionally be checking in on the chat window here, just because I want to keep an eye on that. But yeah, so for Spark PRs, we're going to go to spark-prs.appspot.com. And it's been a while since I had the time to look at any Spark PRs. So, it'll take a little bit of time. As I mentioned before, this is done with polling, so it can take a little bit. No, sorry. Okay. Normally it's not quite this slow. There we go. Looks like I haven't signed in on this computer to the Spark PR review board. Okay, but now we're signed in. And so the first thing I'm going to do is take a look and see if there's any PRs that I've reviewed before, which are, now things we want to keep an eye on. So let's go ahead, Holden K. And these are the PRs I've commented on. Looks like my outbound PRs are all nice and small. Let's make sure we're live on YouTube. Yeah, okay, we are live on YouTube as well. That's great. Okay, so this was updated a day ago. Okay, so that's recent enough that we should probably take a look at this one. Standardized one base column indexing, updated 16 days ago. Okay, and everything else is more or less like not under active development from what we can see for PRs that we were involved with reviewing. So let's go ahead, go down to the bottom, checking for the ability to merge. Yeah. Okay. So where did this leave off? So yeah, this is the syntax decorator. This is adding missing catalog methods to the Python API. Yeah, so it sounds like, back in December we agreed the doc tests could be done in a separate PR, but then it came up that this was not a thing. Or more accurately, oh damn, that's annoying. So positional argument wise, okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the code here. rather than looking at the comment stream. Database exists. Check if database exists. So self, DB name, yeah. So, oh God. Oh God. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's certainly doable, but really, but not the standard Python way of writing. Oh yay! Thanks CBR. I'm glad you're back. Of writing this. Because so in that case we should take yeah. So I think as written is more Python standard API. Certainly we can do interesting things with the with args / named args / KW args to make this look more like Scala, but I don't think that would be ideal here. If we really want one possibility could be requiring only KW args named arguments, so it's not ambiguous. What do you think? Yeah, because it's just like in Scala, it's slightly more standard to write something like this, where our positional arguments are gonna like sort of reorder. I don't think this is very standard in Python, and this is we're exposing the Python API. So I think I don't like the suggestion that we should match the Scala API in this case. Yeah. So doc tests, well, whatever. We'll leave that one aside. Back in December we agreed. Same comment. I don't think matching the Scala API is necessarily the right thing to do here. It won't match. I think this more closely matches Python developers' expectations of positional arguments behavior. Same. Okay. So we disagree clearly about this. Yeah, so get function. If db name is set. Sure, that looks fine, I guess. Yeah, let's go find the doc tests. Yeah, let's go. I have a different opinion about handling the positional arguments here. To match what is more common in Python. Also, I thought we agreed that provided it's tested in a regular test file, it was okay to defer the doc tests to a follow-up here. Yeah, okay, let's go with in December. Let's rephrase this. In December, I think we agreed that do we want to do the doc tests now instead? Yeah, anyways, okay. Yeah. That's cool. So I mean, this PR adds missing catalog methods to the Python API. So we really should do this for Spark 3 as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and say Jenkins okay to test. Although the original PR author, I'm not super sure if they're around. If we can reach an agreement and about what we should do here, and the original PR author is no longer around, I'm happy to pick this one up and sort of pull it across the finish line, because we should try and have the APIs match in time for Spark 3. Standardized one-base column indexing. Okay, what did I say about this last? And let's see. Yeah, this was just my okay. So yeah, no, it sounds like that's where people are at. So same comment as sort of before around needing to update the migration guide. So that looks reasonable. Let's see if there's any new inbound open PRs that we want to take a look at in the last sort of 10-15 minutes. Oof. Damn, it would appear I have too many tabs open for my sad little computer to succeed with. Are you heading out? Let's see here. Let's go to Python. Does the Jenkins build every commit for every branch for Spark? That's a good question. No. Jenkins will build well, Jenkins will normally build most commits on master, so it'll try and build every commit on master. And it'll do the same for all of the branches in the Apache Spark master, in the Apache Spark repo, but it won't build for like every pull request. The pull requests have to be whitelisted, and that just means like saying that they're okay to run. Okay, I don't know what this one is. It's updated 8 minutes ago. It has a lot of other people commenting on it though. Oh, that's huge. Interesting. Updated 6 hours ago. Add a mode pin Python. Huh. Add a mode pin Python thread into JVMs. Oh, interesting. Close the standard input process of the worker right after fork. I'm not sure why we do that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Anything from the chat that's, yeah, okay. Okay, we already have? I'm slightly confused. Yeah, this is yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't see the benefit of this, so I'm not going to get involved. It sounds like there's people with strong opinions already, and I don't really care. Okay. This PR adds some tests converted from cross-join SQL to test user-defined functions. Okay. It sounds like it's blocked on another PR though, so let's not waste our time with that. Add a mode to pin Python threads into the JVM. Okay, yeah, this one is interesting. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. This one is fascinating. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this change. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Only one. Here, let's increase the size of the text because I can barely read this. Okay, Python. So in a single-threaded model for this callback, yeah. So I mean, my worry is that we might deadlock somehow in structured streaming or the dstream API. It's an experimental mode. Wait, does this say experimental? Let's scroll up. It's not say experimental inside of the docs, but that's maybe Py4J single thread. Py4J single thread. Is it experimental? Yeah. Interesting. This is probably one where like I have more of like a design type question. Than like necessarily questions about the code just yet. Yeah, okay, so there seems to be some unrelated refactoring, although maybe this is related. Okay, let's go back. Let's go conversation. Yeah, so okay, what's this inheritable local? So, okay, when we say, let's go. I have some general questions about the design / goals. One, do we foresee, do we think there might be any problems with blocking around how we do streaming in Python? Two, yeah, when you say experimental, do you mean experimental, I should fix the spelling, in PySpark or experimental in Py4J as well? The Py4J docs, yeah. Okay, Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. The job group cannot be set in each thread as described in the JIRA. Okay, let's go look at this JIRA. Interesting. Assigns a group ID to all the jobs started by this thread until the group ID is set to a different value or cleared. Yeah. Okay. 3, is this only to support the job group? Or is there other benefits that you think we would get from this? Because if it's just fixing the job group ID, we might be able to find a simpler way to track that information in Python, in the Python thread, and pass it through when we pass it through each time we go into the JVM. Pass it through each time. So yeah, these are my questions about this design, because this is a really big change that I don't really understand too much. If this is a thing which like is really important, that's cool. Happy to explore that. But I'm not sure about this. So okay, let's go ahead. Let's leave this comment, and hopefully we'll get some clarifications, and then maybe we can take another look at this pull request on Friday with the additional sort of information that we'll get back from the PR author. So that's about 30 minutes. So I think that's a good stopping point for me. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry if it was a little more sketchy than usual. I don't know. I haven't fully finished setting up this machine just yet. Yeah, cool. Have a lovely week. If you happen to be in Portland for OSCON, I hope to see you this week. Bye, everyone.